I'm Lindsay Maloney, and this is the Book Your Dream Clients podcast. I built a 6-figure coaching business while raising my 3 babies and working a 9-to-5, and I'm here to help you break free from the hustle mentality that's been holding you back from reaching your full potential so you can know your worth, step into your own power, and of course, book your dream clients. Welcome back to another episode of the Book Your Dream Clients podcast. I'm so grateful you are with us today. I have 3 really awesome questions that we received in the Facebook group all about coaching packages, CRM software, and how many people should you have on your list before you try and sell anything? Such good questions. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. We have a cool feature in our Facebook group where we give an opportunity for Facebook group members to ask a question that could be answered on the Book Your Dream Clients podcast. And then when we have enough or we have a few good ones, we're going to put them in an episode. So usually I'll just do 1 per episode, but I decided to smash 3 together because these are 3 really good ones and I wanted to answer them right away. So the first question comes from Krista, and she asks, is this CRM app software necessary, and which have you tried? It's so weird because I had this question 2 or 3 times in 1 week. It was like everyone was buzzing about CRM software or something. I don't know. It was weird. But anyways, I had responded to one person about this and I said, I don't really use a CRM software per se. I really rely on my email service provider, ActiveCampaign, to give me any kind of information that I need. I don't really track a lot of things, but I will go in there and look at different subscribers, how they came in, and so forth. But there are really good CRM software that you can use, like Dubsado or HoneyBook. I know a couple of my students use those. I just don't find it very necessary for me because I don't work with a ton of clients at a time. Right now I'm working with 6 clients and it's easily manageable with what I'm doing. And I'm not paying for any of those software, so you really don't need it. And I've been working with clients for years. I've never had one. I just have a really good onboarding service or onboarding client workflow and a good client relationship. And we mostly just work together in Asana. And I don't send invoices. We do payment plans. So I don't really have a need for a CRM or anything like that. And I usually do update my toolkits with the products that I use. But right now, I have made a couple changes to my scheduling. Right now I'm using Calendly and I use Asana for client management. And like I said before, I use ActiveCampaign for my email. And then for contract signing, I will use HelloSign. So I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, I don't send out invoices, but I know my different team members, they use different things like FreshBooks or Dubsado. They kind of all use those main ones. But I think it's really important to not have that shiny object syndrome because I remember comparing Dubsado to HoneyBooks and I remember thinking like I have to choose one of them and you don't. You can actually make it work. If you really think about what you need to happen and how you can make it happen, you could probably just figure it out on your own. But it just depends on the information you need and the tools that you need. All right, the next question comes from Sarah, and she said, how many people should you have on your list before you try and sell anything? There's no magical answer. I've had clients who've had $3,000 launches and they've had 64 people on their list. I've had clients who have just a couple hundred people and they'll sell out their program with 5 students, $5,000 launches. It is not about the quantity, it's about the quality. It really is. You can have 5,000 people on your list, but if none of them are even close to being one of your dream clients, then it doesn't really pay to have 5,000 people on your list. I remember a long time ago, one of my very first clients, she told me she was so excited on a call because she bought a bunch of email subscribers. And I thought, wow, I mean, I just started doing this, but I'm pretty sure that you're not supposed to do that for so many reasons. And she was so excited because she bought like 500 subscribers, and it was just like literal made up email addresses probably that we'll never buy from her. And it was just some vanity number that no one else knows anyway. Nobody really knows what's on anyone's email list. And nobody really talks about it. So what does it matter? It's just for your own vanity. So if you have 50 people on your list, if you have 10 people on your list, and if you have something that's going to help them, then don't think of it as selling. Think of it as helping them. We all have something really amazing to offer. And so if you're ready to put that out there, don't let a number hold you back. The next question, and the last question, is from Courtney. And she said, how many coaching packages should coaches have? I talk about this all the time on my webinars and on my student calls because I really believe in this. I believe that coaches should have 3 packages on their one-on-one sales page because it gives the potential client the mindset of choosing between packages. So should I get the small, medium, or large package? If we just have one option on our sales page, then that makes them go from should I work with them or should I not work with them? We don't want that situation because it's like 50-50. But if we give them choices, people appreciate options, right? If we can compare and go left to right and comparing different packages, I mean, we can see this with all huge companies. You know, when you sign up for Hulu, Netflix, all of those huge companies, there's always room to go lower or higher. It's not just a one thing. So model those things. And the reason why I have 3 is because I have a less expensive one, a medium, and a large, of course. But I'm trying to make them choose the middle or the highest. And I also say this on my webinars all the time that I have never sold my lowest price coaching package. It has never been sold. And it sounds like you'd be like, wow, Lindsay, you probably shouldn't admit to that. It's kind of embarrassing. It's not, because everyone always chooses the higher packages, which means more money for me and more impact on my clients' lives. So don't be afraid to offer 3 different packages, and don't be afraid to give people options to choose from, because people love that. They love to ask questions about the differences, and they love to scan from left to right to see which one will best fit their business, their needs, whatever it might be. And if you don't believe me and you're scared to try it, why not just test it out for like 6 months or a year? I guarantee you, your clients will love it. And if you want to see examples of how I do my one-on-one packages, you can just go to my website and go to my Work With Me page, and you can see my 3 samples. All right, those are awesome questions. If you have a question that you would like answered on the podcast, all you have to do is go to dreamclientcommunity.com, and that will be my Facebook group where you will find one of the posts that we ask that you fill out the form, submit your question, and I will answer it on the show. Such good questions. I look forward to answering yours next. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Book Your Dream Clients podcast. I am so grateful for you, and I want to be sure you are a part of my free community. Go to dreamclientcommunity.com and join our free Facebook group. We have all kinds of cool things happening every single day, so don't miss out. Also, if you love downloading freebies, check out my freebie vault on my website by going to lindsaymaloney.com, selecting freebie vault, and there you can download all the things that will help you start and scale your coaching business. And if you're feeling extra generous, be sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode.